Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is your guy Somadina Timothy or Summiting. Today's video I would like to um tell you guys or show you guys my bias for this week on the chart. That is actually the pair GBPUSD. As we all know, the week just ended, a new trading week just started, and it is always good for us to always do our top-down analysis on any pair we would like to trade. For me, I'm focusing on GBPUSD. I've always been focusing on GBPUSD. So now I would like to tell you or show you my bias for this week. Now if you drop down to the weekly time frame, yes, to the weekly time frame of the GBPUSD, you find out that we have a trend line. Please, for this video I'll be using my crossbar on my MT5 to do most of my explanation. And yeah, you find out that we have a trend line. Yes, a trend line from this top down to this bottom. Yes, let me draw that trend line very well. Yeah, that is it. That is our trend line. So now we have that trend line from this top, yeah, down to this bottom. Now that shows us that we have a trend line bounce. We don't have a trend line break, because if you notice, immediately the trend line touched that the candle touched that trend line at this top, it immediately came down. So we are still expecting GBPUSD on the weekly time frame to be on a bit of downtrend. Yeah, so our trend line is that. And also we have another, if we are to have another trend line from the bottom, let me draw that trend line. Yes, on this point, right to this point, we see that for some weeks and some months we have been in a clear uptrend on the weekly time frame, that is the GBPUSD. Although that's our trend line that came from the top, bounced, so we have what we're having a clear bullish long from the weekly time frame on the GBPUSD. So that is this on trend line. We don't have trend line breaks now. We've not had any break or retest, so we are still in between the ranges of our trend line. So let me delete this. Now that is one. The second thing I would like to talk about is what has actually happened last week and the week before last week. So let me just enlarge my charts. Yes. Okay. And also let me push this trend line above a bit so that you can clearly see it very well. So what are we seeing, or what are we seeing now? Now we can see that there was something really formed. Oh yeah. Okay, let me get my arrow. Okay, now there's something that is very interesting that has formed on the weekly time frame. Now we can see a very long green. Yes, a very long green. And after the formation of this long green bullish candle, we had a formation of a very sweet and interesting bearish candle. Now what has formed in between this area? There's this thing, what has formed in between this area. Now this formation of these candlesticks is a candlesticks pattern, and it's called the bearish inside bar candle. The way we have the bearish inside bar candle, we also have a bullish inside bar candle, but in this case we have a bearish inside bar candle. What do you say is a bearish inside bar candle? Now we call it a bearish inside bar candle because the high of this candle started from this point to this point, and the low is in between the high and the low of the previous candle, which is the bullish candle, and that is why you see this golden trend line at this point, trying to tell us that this is the highest point, the lowest point this bullish candle went to, and also this is the highest point the bullish candle went to. So on this note, the bearish candle closed in between the range of the opening price, or the opening price of this bullish candle, and the closing price of this bullish candle. Now whenever this happens, what do we expect? So let me just take you back to what this bearish engulf really means. So now the inside candle is the opposite of the bullish or bearish engulfing pattern. In this type of pattern, the first candle completely engulfs the second candle. In other words, an inside candlestick pattern is formed where the high and low of the current candlesticks form within the boundaries of the prior candlestick high and low. It indicates little price movements relative to the various candle. The first candle of the two candlesticks pattern is known as the mother candle or preceding candle, and the second candle is referred to as the inside candle. An inside candle is formed totally within the trading range of the preceding candle. So now, this type of two candles pattern indicates there could either be a continuation or a reversal pattern. An inside candle indicates that there was a closer fight between bulls and bears following a sharp up or down movement in which either the bulls or the bears were dominant. Now we can see the example of an inside bar candle. Now from this first preceding candle, we find out that the high and the low of inside candle is completely covered by the preceding candle's high and low if it is the bearish, and also if it is for the bullish, we find out that the high and the low of the inside candle is completely inside or covered by the preceding candle's high and low. So back to where we are, we can see that this formation now is actually the bearish inside bar candle. Yes, it's actually bearish inside candle. And from what we've read, when we see it in an uptrend like this, it signifies, most times signifies maybe a trade continuation or a trend reversal. But then last week candle showed us something, that is this candle that had a long wick, a small body, and a small lower wick. So it showed us that wow, that immediately after the formation of this candle, that for last week the prices were ranging in between, the buyers were in control of the market and also the sellers were in control of the market. But then the buyers were in control of the market from this point to this point to this point before the sellers pushed it down to this point, and later the buyers took it from this lower point and closed with this body. So what are we going to be expecting this week? We're expecting this new candle that has started forming at this range to either move up or move down. But to make this formation of the bearish engulfing, we see this in an uptrend. If the trend is going to reverse, we want this candle that is forming now to break and close below this trend line, below this golden line. Then once it has broken and it has closed below this golden line, maybe to this point, we can now say yes, that we will now resume a very bearish trend. But as long as this candle continues to form in between the range of this high and this low, we continue to pick either buys or sell, or sell. But we'll pay attention mostly this week on buy and sell. For now, we are not just saying okay, this is what we are taking, maybe we'll be doing more of the buying and more of the sellings. It might just come out this week from Monday to Wednesday. We see more of buys, and later Thursday and Friday we see more of sales. So let us expect price to just break this trend line down, or better still, break the trend line up. If it breaks the trend line up, we know we are in a trend continuation. We continue in an uptrend. But once it breaks this trend line from the downside, we know that we are what? We are in a reversal. That means the trend will turn from a bullish trend to a downward trend. Now, if we drop down to the daily time frame, we'll find out that we have this golden line we've drawn from this top to this top to this bottom. Now, also we've seen something very, very interesting. There's been a bullish run, came into this top, and we've seen that it corrected itself. Now, from the weekly, we might be expecting price to move up again to this level before it comes down to this level. So whichever thing the market is buying, we just want to continue to look for opportunities for either buy or sell. Just do more of the buyings and less of the of the selling, depending on what the market is giving to you. Now let's drop to the 4 hours. Now on the 4 hours time frame, we've also seen those two trend lines, and we've seen that the market has moved up, come down, move up again, came down. Maybe we might be breaking, we don't know yet. Maybe we might be breaking from the up, we don't know. But if we want to pick our trades, the best thing for us to do is to drop to the 15 minutes time frame. Yes, we drop to the 15 minutes time frame. Yeah, if we drop to the 15 minutes time frame, there we can take our entries. I actually dropped a video on my channel about what really happened this point. Yes, what really happened at this point, where we see, let me enlarge this please. Yes, about what really happened at this point. We had a bullish engulfing at this point. Yes, that is the candle, this bullish candle closed in between the ranges of a last bearish candle, which is the mother candle or the preceding candle. And now you can see the high and the low of this candle rightly inside this high and low of this other candle. And what do we see? There was a break. Yes, a break. And the bullish engulfing, we know, just like the bearish engulfing, if there's a break to the upside, yes, we'll continue our up run. And on that video, if you have watched the video, you find out that we did something like this. We use our arrow to measure the pips. So from this point it broke to this point it was about 93 pips. I also talked about this point, about another bullish reversal, that is this very particular one. Although I didn't draw it on this, but you make sure to go and watch that video. You will get all of this. So what made us to know that this trend was about to change, this trade was about to change direction, was a formation of the bullish engulfing. Now the bullish engulfing candlestick is a candle, or the engulfing candlestick is a candle that the high and the low covers the previous candle's high and low. And if you draw your trend line from this point, you see that red candle, yes, is in between the bullish candle. And if you put your arrow down to this level, yeah, I'm coming down to this level, you find out that the red candle is also in between the ranges of this blue candle, so we call it a bullish engulfing. So that is to show us that this trade that has been selling for a while from this point, from this point down to this point is about to what change direction, and we can see it after the formation of this. There was a flash up to the upside. So try as much as possible to watch that video. Try as much as watch that video, and don't forget what we've said. For us in this week, let us focus on the weekly charts. Yes, let us focus on the weekly charts until this is broken. Yes, until this trend line is broken. We are not taking we are taking trades, but we should just be careful. But if we want to take any trades, please let's drop down to the 15 minutes time frame to look for possible candlesticks reaction and possible price action reaction, and maybe formation of chart patterns and the rest of them. Thank you for watching this video. Please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please do well to subscribe to this channel so that whenever I drop new videos like this, you'll be first to be notified. And also try as much as possible to like, share and comment. If you do this, these videos will be recommended to others by YouTube algorithm, those that needs to learn about analyzing charts. So please do well to like, share and do not forget to subscribe. Hit the like button and turn off your post notification so that you always get notified whenever I drop new videos like this. Thank you. Peace out.